Hello friends, welcome to the series of e-lectures on machine learning. This is Ved Sharma from the Department of CS and IT, Arya College of Engineering and IT. Today we are going to discuss clustering algorithms. So the clustering is nothing but that is the collection of similar objects in a single group and similar or non-similar objects in another group. Clustering is divided into two categories, that is central clustering or hierarchical clustering. So let's move and see. So clustering is the classification of objects into different groups. In general, the partitioning of data sets into subsets, these are known as clusters, so that the data in each subset share some common trait, often according to some defined distance measure. In this technique, we group the objects into clusters, such as the objects with most similarities remains into a group and has less or no similarity with the objects of another group. Actually, cluster analysis finds the commonalities between the data objects and categorize them as per the presence and absence of those commonalities. So here we can classify the clustering technique as central clustering or central, and the second one is hierarchical clustering. So we can understand the central clustering as, suppose we move any shopping mall. In the shopping mall we see that we have all the things are related or sanctioned as per, like in a section we have clothes, in the another section we have kids section, and in the other section we have some kitchen accessories, but all they are inside a single building. So in a center or in a central manner we consider all these things. But suppose when we move for a section, in this case we have electronic devices, in that section we have various type of uh, elements like mobile, laptop, TVs. So these all are arranged according to their configurations, but further they are also divided. Like in case of mobiles we have Nokia, Samsung, Micromax. Suppose further if we check the nomenclature, the version, Android version, the model architecture. So in this type of clustering our data sets are differed from each other. So here our first algorithm, that is k-means algorithm. Actually k-means clustering is an algorithm that classify or to group the objects based on attributes into k number of groups, where k is nothing but that is any positive integer number. The grouping is done by minimizing the sum of squares of distances, that is also known as Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance is nothing but, we can see that Euclidean distance can be calculated as under root, we have some desired point like x2, so mod of x2 minus x1 square plus mod of y2 minus y1 whole square. So it can be considered as, suppose we have 2 points like x1, y1, for these two data points x2, y2. So Euclidean distance can be calculated as root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Algorithm steps. First of all, in our first step we take mean value. Mean is nothing but that is the average of all the elements or the summation divided by total number of elements. Then we find the nearest number to mean and put it in the cluster. repeat these steps until we get the same mean. The process will be repeated again and again unless we get the previous calculated mean. So here we are moving for the working of k-means clustering algorithm, that is the flow chart. We start, we find the number of clusters, then we calculate centroid, we evaluate Euclidean distances, and then we group according to their minimum distances. If our objects are grouped, then we quit, otherwise we repeat the whole process until we get the previous mean. So here we have some numerical problem. In this case we are considering the value of k 3. So we have different type of values. Let's do 5, 7, 8, 13, 16, 18, 28, 30. Now we have to form 3 clusters as the value of k is given as 3. We consider the value as randomly in cluster 1 C1, and in cluster 2 like C2, in cluster 3 C3. So 2 in cluster 1, 13 in cluster 2, and 30 in cluster 3. Now we calculate the mean of the values. So mean of the values, suppose we divided all these values in case of previous given values. So how much closer values of 2 are, how much closer values of 13 are, how much closer values of 30 are. We form like C1. In case of C1 we put 3 values 2, 5, 7 because the distance from 2 to 5 and 2 to 7 is minimum. So in this case we are calculating the mean, that is 2 plus 5 plus 7 by 3. In cluster 2 the process is repeated, so we are finding the minimum distance from 13, that is 13 minus 8, that is 5, 13 minus 16, 13 minus 18, and in the same manner 13 minus 7. Here we are getting 2 minus 7 means 5 distance, and here we are getting 13 minus 8 means 5. But when we consider 13 minus 7, it will be 6. So we divided these values into 3 clusters accordingly. Now we have the mean values 4.6, 13.5 and 29. According to these mean values, now again we divide all the values. We put all these values like 257, that is more closer with this mean 4.6, and again we calculate with the values other. So here we can see 8 will move to cluster 2 to 1, and in the same manner we calculate the values, and we are getting the mean 5.5, 15.6 and 29. The process is again repeated because we have not find the repeated mean, but the mean will be repeated, then we stop the process and our clusters will be final clusters. Here we are taking one more example. We have a set of values and the number of k is given as 2. So randomly we find two values like m1 equal 4 and m2 equal 12. You can take any value. Here we form two clusters k1 and k2. In the same manner we check the distance from 4 to 2, 4 to 3, that is this is our first value. So calculate the distance from 4 to 2, 4 to 3, 4 to 4, 4 to 10. In the same manner calculate the distance from 12 to 10, 12 to 11, 12 to 12, 20, 25 and 30. So we form two clusters K1 with the values 2, 3, 4 and K2 with the values of 10 to 30. Now we calculate the mean, that is 2 plus 3 plus 4 by 3, that is 3, and in case of mean 2, that is 18. In this form we have new mean values, that is 3 and 18. Now by using these mean values again apply the same process and calculate the distances from 3 to various sets and 18 to various sets. Again we are calculating the mean, and mean is 5 and 20. So as the mean is not repeated till now, we again form the clusters by using or by calculating the distances from 5 and from 20. Here we are forming the same clusters with more values, and the mean age changed to 7 and 25. So the new mean is 7 and 25. Repeat the same process, that is to find the distance from 7 to various values and 25 to 7 values. We are getting the same result as there is no mean. Already we are getting the previous mean, so the mean are same as previous. We will quit, and these are our final clusters. Another example I am taking here, we have the set of groups, that is 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 7, 1, 4 and so on. Here we have given the value of kh 2. So we need to form two clusters. So here we are going to select randomly 2 points. We select starting 2 points, that is 2, 3 and 5, 6. So here we are creating a table, that is by using the value of x and y, and our first cluster is C1, that is the centroids or center points are 2, 3 and the centroid of second cluster are 5, 6. So we calculate Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance, as I have already discussed, that is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square root. We calculate the distance from 2 to 3 to 3. We calculate the distance from 2 to 5, 3 to 6. In the same manner, we are calculating the distance from 5 to 2 and 6 to 3. So here we assign the clusters according to their table values. We form two clusters C1, in which we have 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. These are more and more similar values based on their minimum distance, and in case of second clusters we have other values, those are having minimum distance. Now we need to calculate mean. Mean can be calculated as we have the number of values 1, 2, 3, 4. So here x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 by 4, and in case of second coordinate, that is y, we need y1, y2, y3, y4 upon total values, that is 4. Now after calculating mean, we have two new means, that is 2, 3.25 and 6.75, 6.5. Repeat the again process, whole process, whatever we have done in previous way. Again we are calculating Euclidean distances, and here we form clusters. Now we assign all the values as we find all the clusters are formed accordingly. We need to calculate means. If new means will be same as previous, we will stop, otherwise repeat the process until the mean will be repeated. The whole process will be completed, and you have to perform or you have to design all the coordinates according to the axis, like just draw x-axis and y-axis. You have all the points, you just mention all the points according to the coordinates, and then you can get the final graph according to clusters, like this and like this. Okay, that was all over about k-means clustering. I hope you understand all the concept. Thank you.